Page number 89, Chapter 4, Planning. Para. Within single inverted comma, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Single inverted comma closed. Para. Learning objectives. Number 1. Understand the concept of planning and its nature. Number 2. Explain the importance of planning. Number 3. Appreciate the limitations of planning. Number 4. Describe the steps in the process of planning. Number 5. Examine the role of profit in business. Number 6. Define single-use plans and standing plans. Number 8. Describes the various types of industry. And number 9. Explain the meanings of objectives, strategy, policy, procedure, method, rules, budget and program. Para. 4.1.1 Introduction. Planning is the first and foremost function of every management. It provides basis for all other managerial functions, within bracket organizing, staffing, directing and controlling, bracket closed. In fact, the objectives of every organization cannot be achieved effectively unless the future course of actions are properly planned. Therefore, planning is essential for effective management of every organization. Para. 4.1.2 Meaning of planning. Planning is the process of setting the objectives and the appropriate course of action among possible alternatives to achieve these objectives. Another important element of planning is time, that is, plans are always developed for a fixed time period. Para. Therefore, planning means setting objectives for a given period of time, formulating various courses of action to achieve them, and then selecting the best possible alternative to perform the different managerial functions. Para. Actually, planning is a mental exercise based upon imagination, foresight and sound judgment for deciding the tasks to be done and the techniques to be adopted. Planning is future oriented and bridges the gap between where we are standing today and where we want to reach. Para. Page number para hobe na. Page number 90. Planning. Under planning comes what is to be done, why is to be done, where is it to be done, when is it to be done, how is it to be done, who is to be done. Para. Meaning of planning process. According to Henry, Henry Fayol, Fayol, within inverted comma, planning is deciding the best alternative among others to perform different managerial operations in order to achieve the predetermined goal, inverted comma closed. Para. According to M.E. Hurley, Hurley, within inverted comma, planning is deciding in advance what is to be done. It involves the selection of objectives, policies, procedure and programs from among alternatives, inverted comma closed. Para. According to Kuntz, Koontz and O'Donnell, O apostrophe sign Donnell, within inverted comma, planning is deciding in advance what to do, how to do it, when to do it, and who is to do it. Planning bridges the gap from where we are to where we want to go. It makes it possible for things to occur which would not otherwise happen. Inverted comma closed. Para. 4.1.3 Nature or characteristics of planning. The following are the main characteristics of planning. Para. Nature of planning. Under nature of planning comes Roman 1. Planning is primary function. Roman 2. Planning is goal oriented. Roman 3. Planning is future oriented or forward looking. Roman 4. Planning is intellectual process. Roman 5. Planning is pervasive. Roman 6. Planning is continuous process. Roman 7. Planning involves choice or decision making. And Roman 8. Planning aims at efficiency. Page number 91. Roman 1. Planning is a primary function. The managerial functions begins with planning. Planning specifies the objectives of the organization and the proper way to achieve them. In this way, it provides the foundation for managerial actions. All other functions of the management like organizing, staffing, directing and controlling are based on planning. All these functions are performed with the framework of plans. Thus, planning is the primary function of the management. Para. Roman 2. Planning is goal-oriented. Planning is a goal-oriented process. All plans are linked with the goal of the organization. After setting up the objectives of the organization, planning decides the methods, procedures and steps to be taken to achieve these objectives. Para. Roman 3. Planning is future-oriented or forward-looking. Plans are made for future. Planning is a forward-looking function based on forecasting. Plans are drawn after scientific anticipation of future events. At the time of forecasting of future events, customer demand, competition, government policies, etc. are taken into consideration. So, we can say that the manager attempts to handle future events effectively through the process of planning. Para. Roman 4. Planning is an intellectual process. Planning is actually a thinking function of the management which involves mental exercise. Planning is based on creative, logical and systematic thinking and imagination. A manager can prepare sound plans only when he has sound judgment, foresight and vision. Predictions and assumptions for planning are made on the basis of past experience of the manager and with the regular and intelligent scanning of the general environment. Para. Roman 5. Planning is pervasive. Planning is required at all levels of management. Effective organizing, staffing, directing and controlling needs planning. But the scope of planning varies at each level of management. For instance, top management is responsible for corporate planning, middle management is responsible for departmental planning and lower level management for day-to-day operational planning. Para. Roman 6. Planning is continuous process. Planning is a continuous or never-ending process which begins with the establishment of an organization and ends at the time of winding up of the organization. Planning is done for a specific period of time, and when that specific period is over, then the management has to formulate another plan for new period. Also, the present dynamic business environment, continuous changes are required in the existing plans. So, planning is a continuous process. Para. Roman 7. Planning involves choice or decision making. Planning is a process of making choice from various alternative courses of action. There will be no need for planning if there is only one course of action. In order to make the right choice, it is necessary to evaluate and compare minimum two alternatives. Thus, planning is essentially related with decision making. Para. Roman 8. Planning aims at efficiency. Plans are prepared to achieve the objectives in the best way. Sound planning leads to accomplishment of desired objectives at the minimum possible cost. Planning is actually irrelevant if it does not contribute to the efficiency of operation in the organization. Para. 4.1.4 Importance of planning. Sound planning is essential for effective management. It leads to achieve the organization goals efficiently with lesser wastage of resources and energies. Sound planning offers the following advantages. Page number 92. Importance of planning. Under importance of planning are Roman 1. Provides direction for actions. Roman 2. Reduces risk of uncertainty. Roman 3. Facilitates decision making. Facilities and decision making hobe na. Roman 3. Facilitates decision making. Roman 4. Basis for controlling. Roman 5. Helps in coordination. Roman 6. Promotes innovation and creativity. Roman 7. Improves economy in operations. And Roman 8. Helps to motivate the employees. Para. Roman 1. Provides direction for actions. Planning provides direction for actions to the employees by stating in advance what to do, how work has to be done, etc. Planning lays down the objectives of the organization very clearly to the employees, which guide them to decide what action should be taken in what direction. Thus, planning helps in achieving the objective of the organization by directing resources and efforts towards the common objectives. Para. Roman 2. Reduce risks of uncertainty. At the time of formation of planning strategies, planners try to foresee the future by making some assumptions regarding future on the basis of their past experiences and scanning to business environments. Thus, planning to some extent helps the managers to face uncertainties. Few unexpected risks such as fire, theft, etc. are also considered at the time of formation of plans, and funds are kept aside to meet such uncertainties. Para. Roman 3. Facilitates decision making. Decision making involves selecting the best course of action among various alternative courses of action through evaluation. In the planning strategies, targets are laid down. With the help of these targets, the managers can better evaluate alternative courses of action and select the best alternative. Para. Roman 4. Basis for controlling. Control is always exercised in the light of planning. Planning provides the standards against which the actual performance is measured and compared. Deviations of actual performance from planned standards indicate the corrective action should be taken. So, planning provides basis for controlling to make control meaningful and effective. Para. Roman 5. Helps in coordination. Planning establishes a common target, keeping in the mind the organizational goal. Through planning, coordination among different departments, sections and individuals within the organization are established, as all of them are want to reach that common target. Para. Roman 6. Promotes innovation and creativity. Planning is basically the thinking function of management. Page number 93. At the time of formation of plans, new ideas come to a shape of plan. Managers get the opportunity to develop new ideas and apply these in creating new products and services. This leads to the growth and expansion of business. Thus, planning promotes innovation and creativity. Para. Roman 7. Improves economy in operations. Sound planning improves the economy of operations. Plans indicate how various tasks are to be completed and how resources are to be utilized. It helps to eliminate all types of probable waste and to achieve optimum utilization of available resources. Thus, working efficiency of the organization increases and cost of operations are minimized, which lead to improve the competitive strength of the organization. Para. Roman 8. Helps to motivate the employees. Planning helps the organization to direct in the right path. Goals of the organization are clearly defined in plans so that the managers and employees know how their activities are related to the goals of the organization. They also understand the importance of their contribution towards the achievement of the organizational goals. This acts as a motivating force to work harder. Thus, planning enables the orderly functioning of the organization. Para. 4.1.5 Limitations of planning. Although planning is an important function of management, yet there are several limitations of planning. These limitations of planning are given below. Under limitations of planning are Roman 1. Time consuming. Roman 2. Costly affair. Roman 3. Rigidity and reduces creativity. Roman 4. Lack of accuracy. Roman 5. No work in dynamic environment. And Roman 6. No guarantee of success. Para. Roman 1. Time consuming. Planning is a time consuming process. It consumes a lot of time in defining the objectives of the organization, collection of data, analyzing the data, and evaluate the alternatives to select best one. These leads to delay in work. When there is a need for prompt and immediate decision, then the management have to avoid planning and the existing plans may have to be applied. Para. Roman 2. Costly affair. Planning is a costly process. Lot of money and effort have to be spent in forecasting, collection of data, evaluation of data, etc. Services of experts may be required to select the best and most appropriate course of action. The organization also have to spend large amount on the account of salaries to these experts. So, planning is useful only when the benefit from it exceeds its cost. Page number 94. Roman 3. Rigidity and reduces creativity. Planning may create a rigid framework in the organization. Once plans are formulated by the management, all the employees of the organization have to follow it strictly, irrespective of changes in the environment. Employees are careful to follow the plans rather than achieving the goals of the organization in the fear of penalties, fine, punishment, etc. from the higher authorities. They are reluctant in generating new ideas, which helps in formulating plans. So, planning may discourage individual initiative and creativity due to its rigid nature. Para. Roman 4. Lack of accuracy. Planning is based on forecasts about future, and future is always uncertain. So it is not always possible to forecast accurately about future. When forecasts are inaccurate, plans become mislead. Also, the degree of inaccuracy increases as the planning period increases because the planners cannot predict accurately about long future. Besides this, lack of reliable data, errors in judgment, personal biasness of the planners also reduce the accuracy of planning. Para. Roman 5. Not work in dynamic environment. Business environment is very dynamic as there is continuous changes take place in social, economical, political, technological and legal environment, such as changes in technology, changes in government policies, industrial unrest, legislative enactments, etc. create too much problems at the time of formulation of planning strategies. It is very difficult for the management to forecast these future changes, and plans may even fail if the changes are very frequent. Para. Roman 7. No guarantee of success. Planning does not provide guarantee of success. Planners have the tendency to rely on the pre-tested plans, that is, they think that as the previous plans are worked successfully in the past, so these will work also in future successfully. The employees of the organization also confident that if the works are done as per the plans, these are fully satisfactory. But it is not always true in the changing future environment. In that case, plans may be failed. Para. However, in spite of the above limitations, planning cannot be considered a wasteful activity as it provides the basis for future. Para. 4.2. Planning process. The process of planning involves the following steps. Para. Setting objectives, then developing the planning premises, then identifying alternative courses of action, then evaluating alternative courses, then selecting the best alternative, then implementation of plan, and lastly follow-up action and review. Page number 95. These steps are explained below. Para. Roman 1. Setting objectives. The first step of the planning process is setting up of the objectives to be achieved. These objectives clearly states that what actually the organization wants to achieve. The objectives set for the whole organization give direction to the functioning of all the departments and all the employees of the organization. Then each department is required to set its own objectives on the basis of organizational objectives. For example, the next year's objectives of the company is to increase its profit by 20%. So, keeping in mind these objectives, the production and sales targets should be decided. Moreover, objectives provide guidelines for many decisions relating to allocation of resources, scheduling of work, etc. Para. Roman 2. Developing the planning premises. Premises refer to making assumptions regarding future. Planning premises provide the boundaries within which plans will be executed. To make planning effective, it is necessary that this premises should be based on accurate forecast within bracket, that is accurate gathering of informations bracket closed, evaluation of existing plans or other relevant past information related to the organization within brackets, such as demand for its product, cost of production, strength of the competitors, government policies, etc. bracket closed. Para. Roman 3. Identifying alternative courses of action. There are more or less alternatives available to perform a particular function. Just like that, in case of planning, after establishing the objectives and developing the premises, the next step is to find out alternative courses of action in order to achieve the specified objectives. At the time of finding of the alternatives, it should necessary to collect up-to-date information and analyze all the relevant informations. Para. Roman 4. Evaluating alternative courses. In this step of planning process, probable alternatives are evaluated. At the time of evaluation of alternatives, the managers have to be considered few common factors like risk involved, expected return, cost involved, etc. Para. Roman 5. Selecting the best alternative. Selection of best alternative is the best critical step in the process of planning. The best plan should be most profitable, realistic and with least negative aspects. Sometimes instead of one alternative, a combination of alternatives may be selected. Para. Roman 6. Implementation of plan. After selecting the best alternative, the best plan is put into practice. Then the overall plan is communicated by the management to all the employees very clearly to get their support and to motivate them. The best selected plan is put into action by formulation of derivative plans such as policies, procedures, schedules, methods, programs, budgets, etc. Derivative plans are the subsidiary plans formulated for various departments, sections or activities in the light of master plan. Para. Roman 7. Follow-up action and review. After the plan has been put into practice, it is essential to follow it up so as to remove difficulties in its implementation. Continuous review of plan at periodic intervals would help to detect deficiencies of the plan and the planning process. In fact, review provides the basis of modifying or revising the existing plan and even introducing the new plan in the future. Continuation of page number 95. 4.3 Types of plans. Plan is a framework which outlines how the objectives of the organization are to be achieved. Para. A business plan consists of a number of derivative or sub-plans which may be grouped into two broad headings, namely Roman 1 single-use plans, Roman 2 standing plans. Page number 96. Now these two types of plans are explained. Para. Roman 1 single-use plans. Single-use plans or specific plans are one-time use plans which are formulated to achieve unique and non-repetitive objectives. They become obsolete after their purpose has been achieved. Examples of single-use plans are program and budget. Para. Roman 2 standing plans. Standing plans or repeated use plans are those types of plans which are used repeatedly in similar situations. However, some revisions and updates are made in these plans from time to time. Examples of standing plans are objectives, strategies, policies, procedure, methods and rules. Para. Types of plan. Under types of plan are A. Objective, B. Strategy, C. Policy, D. Procedure, E. Method, F. Rule, G. Budget, and H. Program. Para. Now we have to discuss about various types of single-use plan and standing plans. Para. 4.3.1 Objective. Objectives means the end towards which the activities of an organization are directed. It specifies the result to be achieved and serves as a benchmark for measuring overall performances of the organization and also guides in decision making. For example, an organization may aim to increase its monthly sales by 10%. Appoint 30 efficient management trainees every year through campus interview. The management want to increase return on investment by 5%, etc. Para. A good objective should possess the following features. 1. The objective should be set by top-level management for a particular job. 2. It should be aimed at achievement of the results. 3. It should be expressed in quantitative terms so as to make it measurable. 4. It should have a time limit for achievement. And 5. It should be challenging but achievable. Para. 4.3.2 Strategy. Strategy is a plan of action to achieve specified organizational objectives in the competitive environment. In the other words, strategy is a comprehensive plan which include 1. Determining long-term objective of the organization, 2. Adopting a suitable course of action, and 3. Allocating the resources which are considered as essential for achieving those objectives. Para. Strategy involves preparing the business for unforeseen or unpredictable events. Page number 97. As the modern business enterprises operate in a competitive environment, so strategies are made in the light of plans of the competitors. For example, an organization may follow number of strategies in 1. Sales promotion techniques, 2. Choice of advertising media, 3. Channels of distribution, and 4. Price charging techniques, etc. Para. The features of strategy are as follows. 1. Strategy is based on objective but more specific than objective and generally formulated by top-level management. 2. Strategy is generally formulated to cope with competition and other environmental pressures after analyzing the forces like suppliers, customers, competitors, government and other groups. 3. Strategy usually futuristic and relates several areas of operation. 4. Strategy may be long-term or short-term. And 5. It should be flexible and dynamic, etc. Para. Differences between objectives and strategies. Column 1 Objectives, Column 2 Strategies. Objectives, Roman 1. It is the ends toward which all activities of the organization are directed. Strategies, Roman 1. It is a plan of action to achieve specified objectives in the competitive environment. Para. Objectives, Roman 2. They are formulated to determine what is to be done. Strategies, Roman 2. They are formulated to give proper direction to the organization for achieving objectives. Objectives, Roman 3. It is derived from the mission of the organization. Strategies, Roman 3. It is derived in the light of the plans of the competitors and the changes expected in the environment. Para. 4.3.3 Policy. Policy can be defined as organizations' general response to a particular routine situation or problem. In the other words, it is the organization's own way of handling a specific situation or problem. For instance, we may say that there may be different selling policy, within bracket, within inverted comma, we don't sell on credit, inverted comma closed, within inverted comma, it's our policy to deal with wholesalers only, inverted comma close, etc., bracket closed, made by different organizations. Actually, policy are found at every divisions like marketing, production, finance, etc., because managers at every divisions need to decide the way of handling different situations. Para. The main features of policy are as follows. Number 1. A policy is a standing plan which guides in decision making or thinking to recurring problems of similar in nature. Number 2. Policy is based on the objectives of the organization. Number 3. Policy exists at all levels and divisions of organization. Number 4. Policy guides the decision and behavior of executives. Number 5. Policy is long-term and is consistent with other policies within the organization. Para. Difference between policy and objectives. Column 1 policy, column 2 objectives. Column 1 policy, Roman 1. Policies are organization's own way of solving a particular problem. Objectives, Roman 1. Objectives are main target to be achieved organization. Page number 98. Policy, Roman 2. Policies are derived from the objectives of the organization and its formulation is not mandatory. Objectives, Roman 2. Objectives are important for all types of business and are derived from the mission of the business. Policy, Roman 3. Policies describe how the work is to be done. Objectives, Roman 3. Objectives describe what is to be done. Para. Policies, Roman 4. Policies are formulated by top, middle and lower level managers. Objectives, Roman 4. Objectives are generally formed by top level management only. Para. Policy, Roman 5. Every policy is related to a particular objectives and explain the mode of achieving these objectives. Objective, Roman 5. Objectives are the end point of planning and an objective may require more than one policies for its implementation. Para. Difference between policy and strategy. Column 1 policy, column 2 strategy. Policy, Roman 1. Policy is formed to carry out a particular function or situation which is routine in nature. Strategy, Roman 1. Strategy is formulated for solving challenging and unforeseen problems. Policy, Roman 2. Policy is permanent in nature. Common policy is used for all the repetitive problems. Strategy, Roman 2. It is temporary in nature. Different strategies are prepared to solve different problems. Policy, Roman 3. Policy mainly deals with channeling the organization's resources in decision making. Strategy, Roman 3. Strategy deals with allocating the organization's resources suitably to achieve organizational problem. Para. 4.3.4 Procedure. Procedure can be defined as a systematic manner of accomplishment of a particular objectives. Procedure includes various predetermined steps to handle future conditions. In an organization, to handle a particular situation, the respective employees have to follow these various predetermined steps to make the procedure appropriate. For instance, a procedure of selection, an employee in the organization may have the following steps. 1. Preliminary screening. 2. Selection test. 3. Interview within bracket in few case medical examination bracket closed. 4. Reference and background check. 5. Selection decision. 6. Job offer and 7. Contract of employment. Para. The features of procedure are as follows. 1. Procedure is pervasive in nature. 2. Procedure involves steps of doing different jobs. 3. Procedure concerned with many departments. 4. It helps in implementation of policies. Para. Difference between policy and procedure. Column 1 policy, column 2 procedure. Policy, Roman 1. Policies are organization's own way of tackling the problem. Procedure, Roman 1. Procedure are step-by-step way of doing a job. Page number 99. Policy, Roman 2. It facilitates decision making. Procedure, Roman 2. It provides guidelines for a particular work. Policy, Roman 3. It is expressed in general terms. Procedure, Roman 3. It is expressed in specific terms. Policy, Roman 4. Policies are derived from the objectives of the organization. Procedure Roman 4. Procedures are derived from policies and helps to implement policies. Policy Roman 5. Policies are flexible in their interpretation. They leave some space for discretion by the managers. Procedure Roman 5. Procedures are very less flexible. They leave very few or almost no space for discretion by the concerned managers. Para 4.3.5 Method. Methods can be defined as a systematic way of doing routine or repetitive jobs. Every procedure consists of certain methods, and a method is related to only one step of that procedure, which specifying how that step is to be performed. Thus, method is more specific and detailed and also limited in scope as compared to a procedure. For doing different jobs, different methods can be adopted. For example, at the time of valuation of closing stock, an organization may adopt any one of the stock valuation method such as LIFO, FIFO, simple average or weighted average. Para. The common feature of method are: number 1. Method acts as a guide for employees and helps the employees to work uniformly. Number 2. It facilitates in simplification, standardization and systematization of work. Number 3. Method provides detailed and specific guideline for day-to-day operation. Number 4. Its scope is limited to the extent of a particular step of a procedure. Para. Difference between procedure and method. Column 1 Procedure, Column 2 Method. Procedure Roman 1. Procedure can be defined as the systematic manner of accomplishment of particular objectives or jobs. Method Roman 1. Methods refers to the standard way of performing routine and repetitive job. Para. Procedure Roman 2. Its scope is broader, such as procedure for recruiting for different jobs. Method Roman 2. Its scope is limited, that is, different methods are followed in different jobs, such as method of training, method of pricing, etc. Para. 4.3.6 Rule. Rules can be defined as statements that tell us what is to be done and what is not to be done. Rules provides boundaries of the employee's behavior within the organization. Rules are rigid in nature. Deviations from rules are not permitted. A person disobeying the rule may penalize by the higher authority. For example, there can be rule of no smoking in the organization. Para. The common features of rules are as follows. Number 1. Rules provide the guidelines to the human behavior. It indicates what is to be done or not to be done by a human being. Number 2. Rules are the most specific statement. Number 3. Rules are rigid in nature and there is no scope for any kind of discretion. Number 4. Rules are rigid in nature and there is no scope for any kind of discretion হচ্ছে number 3. Number 4. At the time of framing of rules, fine or penalty option often present. Page number 100. Difference between rules and methods. Column 1 Rule, Column 2 Method. Column 1 Rules, Roman 1. Rules are the statements which indicate that what is to be done or not to be done. Method, Roman 1. Methods are the standard way of performing routine and repetitive job. Rule, Roman 2. Rules are very specific and rigid in nature. Method, Roman 2. Methods are specific and detailed but flexible. Rule, Roman 3. Rule improves the behavior of the employees. Method, Roman 3. Methods bring uniformity and standardization of operation. Rule, Roman 4. If rules are not followed, then there is penalty for it. Method, Roman 4. If methods are changed, then there can be warning but no penalty. Para. Difference between procedure and rules. Column 1 Procedure, Column 2 Rule. Procedure, Roman 1. Procedure is a guide for action in a given situation. It is flexible in nature. Rule, Roman 1. Rule is a code of conduct for governing action and restricting flexibility or discretion. Procedure, Roman II. Procedure includes chronological sequence of steps. Rule, Roman II. Rule has no chronological sequence of steps. Procedure, Roman III. Its purpose is to facilitate and simplify the operation and eliminate duplication. Rule, Roman III. Its purpose is to maintain discipline in an organization. Procedure, Roman IV. No specific penalty is charged for violation of procedure. Rule, Roman IV. Penalty prescribed for violation of rules. Para. Difference between policy and rule. Column 1 policy, column 2 rule. Policy, Roman 1. Policy is the organization's own way of handling a problem. Rule, Roman 1. Rule is the norm regarding actions and non-actions of the employees. Policy, Roman 2. It is a general statement. Rule, Roman 2. It is a specific statement. Policy, Roman 3. Policy guide for decision making and thinking. Rule, Roman 3. Rule is a guide to human behavior. Policy, Roman 4. Policy is less rigid and provides some scope for the manager's discretion. Rule, Roman 4. Rule is very rigid and provides no scope for manager's discretion. Policy, Roman 5. Penalty for violation of a policy is often not specified. Rule, Roman 5. Penalty for violation of rule is specifically laid down. Para. 4.3.7 Budget. Budget is a single-use plan since it is prepared for a given period of time. Budget is a statement of expected results of a specific goals expressed in quantitative terms. It is actually a projection defining the anticipated cost and its results. A budget is an instrument of both planning and control. As goals are expressed in budgets in quantitative terms, the plan becomes clear and it becomes very easy to compare actual performance with estimated one. Within bracket, evaluation of performance, bracket closed. Budgets may be prepared for production, sales, cash, revenue, expenditure, materials, labor, overheads, etc. For example, labor budget may prepare to know the number of workers required in the organization at peak production time. Para. 4.3.8 Program. A program is a comprehensive plan designed to implement the policies and accomplish the objectives. Programs are detailed statements about the project which clearly spell out the objectives. Page number 101. Policies, procedures, rules, tasks, human and physical resources required and budget to implement in any course of action. Program is generally a standing plan. For example, in a business organization, programs are used in various areas such as developing a new product, training program, advertising program, expansion program, etc. Continuation of page number 101. Very short answer type questions, 1 mark each. Para. Number 1. What is meant by planning? Answer. Planning is the process deciding in advance what to do, how to do and for whom to do. Para. Question number 1 within bracket Roman 2 bracket closed. What are the main points in the definition of planning? Answer. Following are the main points in the definition of planning. 1. What to do. 2. How to do. 3. When to do. 4. For whom to do. Para. Question number 1 within bracket Roman 3 bracket closed. Why is planning called the primary function of management? Answer. Planning is called the primary function of management as it lays down the base for all other functions of management and all other functions are performed within the framework of plan drawn. Para. Number 1 within bracket Roman 4 bracket closed. Deciding in advance as to what needs to be done in future is one of the functions of management. Name it. Answer. Planning. Para number 2. Which function of management bridges the gap between where we are and where we want to go? Answer: planning. Para number 3. One of the functions of management is considered as base for all other functions. Name that function. Answer: planning. Para number 4. Name the future of planning which says planning is a forward-looking function. Answer: planning is futuristic. Para number 5. How is planning a pervasive function? State. Answer: planning is required at all levels. It is not a function restricted to top level only. Thus, it can be said that planning is pervasive. Para number 6. List any two characteristics of planning. Answer: Roman 1. Planning is goal-oriented. Roman 2. Planning involves choice and decision making. Para number 7. Which aspect of planning says that planning helps to make a choice from amongst various alternative courses of action? Answer: planning facilitates decision making. Para number 8. What is meant by, within single inverted comma, planning is continuous, single inverted comma closed? Answer: the previous planning provides the basis for next set of plans. Thus, planning is continuous, it is endless. Para number 9. Why is planning pervasive? Answer: it is required at all levels of management and in all departments of an organization. Page number 102. Number 10. Why is planning a mental exercise? Answer: it is an intellectual activity requiring application of mind, imagination, and sound judgment. Para number 11. What do you mean by planned premises? Answer: planning premises are the assumptions made by planners related to future conditions. Para number 12. Why is it said that planning is prerequisite for controlling, or how does planning facilitate control? Answer: it is said that planning is prerequisite for controlling because planning provides standards within which actual performance is compared, evaluated, and hence controlled by managers. Para number 30. State two benefits of planning. Answer: Roman 1. Encourages innovation and creativity. Roman 2. Bridges the gap between where we are and where we want to go. Para number 14. How does planning reduce the risk of uncertainty? Answer: planning reduces the risk of uncertainty by visualizing or assessing future events and providing remedies or courses of action for such kinds of events to the extent possible. Para number 15. How does planning focus on achieving objectives? Answer: planning helps in setting specific organizational objectives and also the ways and means to achieve those objectives. Para number 16. How does planning promote innovative ideas? Answer: it forces the managers to think differently, making them more creative and innovative. Para number 17. Which limitation of planning states that, within inverted comma, once plans are made, managers may not be in a position to change them? Inverted comma closed. Answer: planning leads to rigidity. Para number 18. Does planning work in a dynamic environment? Answer: no. Para number 19. Give one limitation of planning function. Answer: planning does not guarantee success. Para number 20. How does planning create rigidity? Answer: the managers have to strictly adhere to the formulated plans irrespective of changes in the environment. Para number 21. How does planning reduce creativity? Answer: planning being essentially a function of top management, rest of the managers hardly have any role therein. In fact, they are not allowed to deviate from the plans at all. Hence, initiative and creativity in most of them remain dormant and gradually get reduced. Para number 22. How does planning involve huge cost? Answer: a lot of money is to be spent on boardroom meetings, discussions with experts, and preliminary investigations to assess the effectiveness of the plan. Para. Number 23. What is meant by, within single inverted comma, selecting an alternative, single inverted comma closed, as a step in the planning process? Answer. Selecting an alternative means choosing the best course of action. The ideal plan would be the most feasible, profitable, and with minimum negative consequences. Para. Number 24. Name the most critical step in the process of planning. Answer. The most critical step in the process of planning is selecting the best possible course of action. Para. Number 25. What is meant by, within single inverted comma, follow-up action, single inverted comma closed, as the step involved in the process of planning? Answer. In the process of planning, follow-up action means making a check whether the activities are performed according to the plan and the schedule or not. Page number 103. Number 26. At what step the managerial functions come into the picture? Answer. At implementing the plan, managerial functions come into the picture. Para. Number 27. Mention the step in which each course of alternatives is to be weighted against each other. Answer. At evaluating alternative courses, each course of alternative is to be weighted against each other. Para. Number 28. What is meant by, within single inverted comma, selecting an alternative, single inverted comma closed, as a step in the planning process? Answer. Selecting an alternative means choosing the best possible course of action out of the alternatives available. Para. Number 29. What is the last step in the process of planning? Answer. Follow-up action. Para. Number 30. Enumerate any three qualities of best alternative. Answer. Best alternative is the one which is most profitable, most feasible, and with least negative aspects. Para. Number 31. What do you mean by plan? Answer. Plan is a specific action proposed to help the organization in achieving its objective. Para. Number 32. Some plans are used repeatedly in similar situations. Identify the type of plan. Answer. Standing plans. Para. Number 33. What are single-use plans? Answer. Single-use plans are the plans which are formulated to achieve a specific target. Para. Number 34. What are the main requirements of sound objectives? Answer. Objectives must be clear, specific, time-bound, flexible, and acceptable to people. Para. Number 35. Define, within single inverted comma, objectives, single inverted comma closed, as types of plans. Answer. Objectives are the ends which the management seeks to achieve by its operations. Para. Number 36. Name the type of plans in which the move of competitors is considered. Answer. Strategy. Para. Number 37. Define strategy. Answer. A strategy refers to future decision or action defining an organization's direction and scope in the long run. Para. Number 38. Name the type of plan which is in the form of general statements and channelizes energies towards a particular direction. Answer. Policy is the type of plan which is in the form of general statements and channelizes energies towards a particular direction. Para. Number 39. What is meant by policy as a type of plan? Answer. Policies are general guidelines which facilitate uniformity in decision making and action. Para. Number 40. Give meaning of procedure. Answer. It is a guide for action and it contains steps to be taken in chronological manner. Para. Number 41. Give two essentials of procedure. Answer. Roman 1. Procedure should be standardized so that responsibility can be easily fixed. Roman 2. Procedure should be well balanced, reasonably stable, yet flexible enough for adaptation to change needs and environment. Para. Number 42. Why is procedure becomes so important in the day-to-day functioning of an organization? Answer. A procedure relieves much of the detail to the managers in directing subordinates by specifying the steps to be taken and the time and order of performance. Page number 104, number 43. Give one difference between policy and procedure. Answer. Policy is a general statement that acts as a guide for decision making, whereas procedure is a set of routine steps which is to be done in chronological order to carry out activities. Para. Number 44. Which plan is defined as the formalized or systematic way of doing routine or repetitive jobs? Answer. Method. Para. Number 45. Within inverted comma, use of alcoholic beverages is banned during office timings. Inverted comma closed. Identify which type of plan is it? Answer. Rule. Para. Number 46. Give one limitation of rule as a type of plan. Answer. These plans are rigid in nature. Para. Number 47. Define rules. Answer. Rules are specific guidelines for behavior and action. Para. Number 48. Write one difference between rules and methods. Answer. Rules are for behavior, methods are for task. Para. Number 49. Which plan has a limited scope, procedure or methods? Answer. Methods. Para. Number 50. Give any one difference between policy and rule. Answer. Policy is flexible, whereas rule is rigid. Para. Number 51. Distinguish between policies and rules on the basis of discretion. Answer. Policies allow some discretion for managers, whereas rules allow no discretion. Para. Number 52. Explain in brief budget. Answer. A budget is a statement of expected results expressed in numerical terms. It is a plan which quantifies future facts and figures. Para. Number 53. A company needs a detailed plan for its new project construction of dam. What type of plan is it? Answer. Program. Para. Number 54. A company needs a detailed plan for its new project. Within single inverted comma, construction of a shopping mall. Single inverted comma closed. What type of plan is it? Answer. Program. Para. Multiple choice questions, 1 mark each. Number 1. Pervasiveness of planning indicates that planning A. is a top management function, B. extends throughout the organization, C. is future-oriented activity, and D. is the first element of management process. Answer is B. extends throughout the organization. Para. Number 2. Which one of the following is the importance of planning? A. Reducing uncertainty, B. Identifying alternatives critically, C. Developing leadership, and D. Selecting the most appropriate plan. Answer is A. Reducing uncertainty. Page number 105. Number 3. Which one of the following is not a limitation of planning? A. Dynamic environment, B. Costly process, C. Rigidity, and D. Top management approach. Answer is D. Top management approach. Para. Number 4. Which of the following is not a characteristic of planning? A. Planning is goal-oriented, B. Planning is a pervasive function of management, C. Planning is a mental process, and D. Planning involves taking actions to attain organizational goals. Answer is D. Planning involves taking actions to attain organizational goals. Para. Number 5. Dreams can be turned into reality if business thinks in advance what to do and how to do. Identify the function of management. A. Planning, B. Organizing, C. Directing, and D. Controlling. এর আনসারটা এখানে দেওয়া নেই, তো একটুখানি আপনাকে ভেতর থেকে খুঁজে নিতে হবে। Para. Number 6. Which of the following is a feature of planning? A. Pervasive, B. Primary function, C. Continuous. D. All of these. Answer is D. All of these. Para. Number 7. Which of the following statements is false? A. Planning reduces creativity. B. Planning is economical. C. Planning focuses on achieving objectives. And D. Planning is a mental exercise. Answer is B. Planning is economical. Para. Number 8. The process of planning does not involve A. Determination of objectives. B. Control of activities. C. Identification of alternative courses of action. And D. Selection of the best possible course of action. Answer is B. Control of activities. Para. Number 9. Which is the last step involved in the process of planning? A. Selecting an alternative. B. Implementing the plan. C. Follow-up action. And D. Setting objective. Answer is C. Follow-up action. Para. Number 10. The basic role of strategy is to provide A. Setting procedures. B. Direction for action. C. Direction for motivation. And D. Direction for control. Answer is B. Direction for action. Para. Number 11. Which one of the following plans prescribes chronological steps for performing activities? A. Procedure. B. Rule. C. Policy. And D. Method. Answer is A. Procedure. Para. Number 12. Which one of the following is a single-use plan? A. Strategy. B. Rule. C. Budget. And D. Method. Answer is C. Budget. Para. Number 13. Increasing sales by 10% or earning ROI of 20% is an important type of plan. Identify the type of plan. A. Objective. B. Policy. C. Strategy. And D. Program. Answer is A. Objective. Para. Number 14. Dash are routine steps on how to carry out activity. A. Policies. B. Strategies. C. Procedures. And D. Rules. Answer is C. Procedures. Page number 106. Number 15. Name the type of plan which represents the end point of planning. A. Objectives. B. Strategies. C. Procedures. And D. Rules. Answer is A. Objectives. Para. Number 16. Name the type of plan which refers to future decisions defining the organization's direction and scope in the long run. A. Objectives. B. Strategies. C. Procedures. And D. Rules. Answer is B. Strategies. Para. Number 17. Name the type of plan which defines the formal parameters within which the managers may function. A. Policies. B. Strategies. C. Procedures. And D. Rules. Answer is A. Policies. Para. Number 18. Name the type of plan which reflects the managerial decision that a certain action must or must not be taken. A. Policies. B. Procedures. C. Strategies. And D. Rules. Answer is D. Rules. Para. Short answer type questions. 4 marks each. Number 1. Explain any 4 features of planning. Para. Number 2. Explain how, within inverted comma, planning is futuristic, inverted comma closed. Para. Number 3. Explain how planning facilitates decision making. Para. Number 4. Briefly discuss the following significance of planning. Roman 1. Planning establishes standards for controlling. Roman 2. Planning promotes innovative ideas. Para. Number 5. State any 2 advantages and 2 limitations of planning. Para. Number 6. Within inverted comma, planning is not the remedy of all the deficiencies of the business. Inverted comma close. In the light of the statement, discuss its 3 demerits. Para. Number 7. Within inverted comma, planning is an important function of management. Inverted comma close. State any 4 reasons in favor of the statement. Para. Number 8. Explain briefly the first 2 steps in the process of planning. Para. Number 9. Explain the steps involved in a planning process. Para. Number 10. What is a procedure? Give an example for the same. Para. Number 11. Explain objective and policy as types of plan using suitable examples. Para number 12. Explain method and rule as types of plan. Para number 13. What is a program? Give a suitable example for the same. Para number 14. Explain objective and strategy as a type of plan. Para number 15. Distinguish between rule and method on the basis of meaning, purpose, source, adherence and penalty. Para number 16. Distinguish between policy and rule. Page number 107, Chapter 5, Organizing. Para. A poor organization could run a good product into the ground, and that a good organization which has comparatively poor product could run a good product out of the market. By Kenneth, Kenneth C. Towe. Para. Learning objectives. After studying this chapter, you should be able to: Point 1. Explain the meaning of organizing. Point 2. Describe the steps in the process of organizing. Point 3. Highlight the importance of organizing. Point 4. Explain the concept of organization structure. Point 5. Explain the concept of functional organization structure and divisional organization structure. Point 6. Understand the concept of formal organization and informal organization. And point 7. Explain the concept and importance of delegation and decentralization. Para. 5.1.1 Introduction. Once the plans have been formulated and objectives have been specified, the next step is to organize the various resources in the enterprise in such a way that the predetermined objectives are achieved. So, organizing is the second function of management. The aim of organizing is to enable people to work together for a common purpose. Thus, organizing is a means for translating plans into action. Para. 5.1.2 Meaning of organizing. In general words, organizing refers to arranging everything in orderly form and making most efficient use of resources. It includes the process of determining what activities are to be conducted, how the activities are to be grouped, how the responsibility and authority are to be delegated, and who reports to whom. Thus, organizing function of management implies a process which coordinates human efforts, assembles resources within bracket money, materials, machines and equipment bracket closed, and integrates both for channelizing toward achievement of organizational objectives. Para. Organizing can be defined as a process that initiates implementation of plans by clarifying jobs and working relationship and effectively deploying all types of resources within bracket physical, human and financial bracket closed for achieving organizational goals. Para. According to Theo, Theo, Heyman, Haimman, within inverted comma, organizing is a process of identifying and grouping the activities of the enterprise and establishing authority relationships among them, inverted comma closed. Page number 108. According to G.R. Terry, Terry, within inverted comma, organizing is the establishing of authority relationships among selected persons and workplaces in order for the group to work together efficiently, inverted comma closed. Para. 5.1.3 Features of organizing. Para. The main features of organizing are as follows. Under features of organizing are Roman 1. Common objectives, Roman 2. Division of work, Roman 3. Coordination, and Roman 4. Group related activity. Para. Roman 1. Common objectives. There are various parts of organizing which perform different functions, but all of them move in the direction of achieving a general objective. Para. Roman 2. Division of work. Division of work is the basis of organizing. Under division of work, the entire work of the business is divided into many departments. The work of every department is further subdivided into sub-work. If the division of work is not done properly, the whole system of management collapses. Para. Roman 3. Coordination. Organizing ensures that the work of all the persons depends on each other's work for the attainment of the objectives of the enterprise. Hence, it helps in establishing coordination. Para. Roman 4. Group-related activity. Organizing is a group-related activity. The whole process of organizing consists of a group of many persons who assemble themselves to fulfill a common purpose or goal. Para. 5.1.4 Importance of organizing. The importance of organizing becomes clear with the help of the following reasons. Para. Importance of organizing. Under importance of organizing are Roman 1. Benefits of specialization. Roman 2. Clarity in working relationship. Roman 3. Optimum utilization of resources. Roman 4. Adaptation to changes. Roman 5. Effective administration. Roman 6. Development of personnel. And Roman 7. Expansion and growth. Para. Roman 1. Benefits of specialization. Organizing leads to systematic allocation of jobs among the employees in accordance with their skills and competencies. Thus, an employee performs a specific job on a regular basis, which allows him to gain experience and get specialized in that particular job. Page number 109. In this way, the total work is accomplished efficiently in the minimum span of time and the enterprise gets the benefit of specialization. Para. Roman 2. Clarity in working relationship. In the organizing function, it is clearly defined that what must be performed by all and what would be the authority and responsibility of different employees and managers. Therefore, every person is very clear about from whom he will get information and instructions, and also to whom he has to report about his performance and problems. In this way, organizing helps in establishing of working relationships through fixation and responsibilities and specifications of authority for each person. Para. Roman 3. Optimum utilization of resources. In organizing, different persons are assigned different jobs according to their ability, skills and competencies. This proper assignment of jobs avoids overlapping of duplication of work, which helps in avoiding confusion and minimizing the wastage of resources and efforts. Thus, organizing leads to the best possible use of all material, financial and human resources. Para. Roman 4. Adaptation to changes. Organizing helps in adaptation to change in business environment quickly. Organization structure created through organizing process can be modified according to the requirements of the changes. Persons can be substituted easily for clarity in authority, responsibility relationship of various positions. Para. Roman 5. Effective administration. Organizing clarifies the job or duties and authority responsibility relationship. Therefore, everybody knows about what activities he has to perform and what result he has to produce. Everybody also knows to whom they are accountable. This helps to avoid confusion and duplication and enables proper execution of work. Consequently, effective administration becomes possible. Para. Roman 6. Development of personnel. In the process of organizing, delegation of authority is practiced. This is done not only for the limited capacity of any individual, but also to discover new techniques of work. It allows the managers to reduce their workload by assigning routine jobs to their subordinates. Managers can now use their time to explore areas for growth and innovation. Delegation also provides opportunities to the subordinate to take decisions, to utilize their talent and to develop their skills to perform complex and higher responsibility tasks. Thus, Both the managers and subordinates are developed through organizing. Para. Roman 7. Expansion and growth. The process of organizing allows the employees the freedom to take decisions along with the managers from the top level. Thus, the employees are motivated and they are always ready to face new challenges. Organizing also allows a business enterprise to add more job positions, departments, and even diversify its product lines as per requirement. All of these leads to increase customer base, sales and profit. In this way, organizing helps in expansion and growth of an enterprise. Para. 5.2 Steps in the process of organizing. In order to complete the organizing function of the management, following steps are taken. Roman 1. Identification and division of work. Roman 2. Departmentalization. Roman 3. Assignment of duties. Roman 4. Establishing reporting relationships. Page number 110. Roman 1. Identification and division of work. The first steps in the process of organizing involves identifying and dividing the total work to be done into small and manageable activities within bracket called jobs bracket closed, so that duplication of efforts and resources can be avoided and the burden of work can be shared among the employees. Para. Roman 2. Departmentalization. In the second step of organizing, the activities of the same nature are grouped together and assigned to a particular department. This grouping process is called departmentalization. Departmentalization facilitates specialization. Para. Department can be created on the basis of A. Functions within bracket purchasing, marketing, finance, etc. bracket closed. B. Products within bracket cosmetics, garments, footwear, etc. C. Territory within bracket north, south, east, west, etc. bracket closed. Para. Roman 3. Assignment of duties. Once departments have been formed, it is necessary to assign jobs to the members of each department in accordance with their skills and competencies. Para. Roman 4. Establishing reporting relationships. After assignment of duties, authority-responsibility relationship has to be established so that each individual may clearly know from whom he has to take orders and instructions and to whom he is accountable. Para. 5.3.1 Meaning of structure of organization. Organization structure is the outcome of organizing process. Para. An effective organization structure provides smooth flow of communication and control over the activities of a business enterprise. It also helps the business firms to adjust themselves to the environmental changes. Para. Organization structure refers to that specific pattern of relationships which is created during organizing process. It is the framework within which all managerial and non-managerial tasks are performed. Para. The shape of organizational structure depends on span of management or span of control, which means that the number of subordinates that can be effectively controlled by a manager. Therefore, organization structure is designed as per the nature of work and the size of the organization. Para. According to Hurley, Hurley, within inverted comma, organization structures are patterns of relationship among the various positions in a firm and among the various people occupying the positions, inverted comma closed. Para. According to William, William H. Newman, Newman, within inverted comma, organization structure deals with the overall organizational arrangement in an enterprise, inverted comma closed. Page number 111. Thus, we may say that organization structure means establishing posts in an enterprise, defining relations among them, and dividing the authority and responsibility among different posts. Para. Organization structure of an industrial enterprise. First comes General Manager. Under General Manager are Production Manager, Finance Manager, and Marketing Manager. Under Production Manager are Plant Superintendent, Purchase Officer, and Stores Officer. Under Plant Superintendent are Foreman 1, Foreman 2. Under Foreman are Workers. Under Finance Manager are Accounts Officer, Audit Officer. Under Accounts Officer are Head Clerk and Chief Cashier. Under Head Clerks are Clerks. Under Chief Cashier are Cashiers. Under Marketing Manager are Sales Officer and Sales Promotion Officers. Under Sales Officer are Sales Supervisor the first, Sales Supervisor 2. Under Sales Supervisor first are Salesperson. Para 5.3.2 Features of Organization Structure. An organization structure has the following features. Roman 1. Cooperative relationship. An organization structure represents cooperative relationship of two or more persons. Para Roman 2. Common objectives. An organization structure formed to achieve some common objectives. Para Roman 3. Division of work. Within organization, structure total work of the enterprise divided among different persons to improve the efficiency of work. Para Roman 4. Communication. Organization structure indicates the channels of communication in the organization. People who are attached in the organization structure are in a position to communicate with each other. Para 5.3.3 Need for organization structure. Organization structure is required within an enterprise because of the following reasons. Page number 112. Need for organization structure. Under need of organization structure are 1. Growth in the size of organization. 2. Overcoming communication problems. 3. Overcoming coordination problems. And 4. Need for control. Para 1. Growth in the size of organization. When the organization within bracket enterprise bracket close grows in size, its number of employees also increases and more functions may be added in the organization. In order to manage increased number of employees and functions, suitable organization structure is needed. Para Roman 2. Overcoming communication problems. In a large organization, distance between decision-making centers and decision implementation centers increases. This results in communication problems which can be overcome by suitable organization structure as it establishes communication links. Para Roman 3. Overcoming coordination problems. Organization structure is required to ensure coordination between different organizational functions as well as between sub-functions of a function. Para Roman 4. Need for control. Proper organization structure ensures that functioning of each job position is controlled properly. Organization structure facilitates this by prescribing which position is subject to control by which position. So, for exercising proper control, organization structure is needed. Para 5.3.4 Factors to be considered while creating or designing an organization structure. At the time of designing the structure of an organization, the following factors to be taken into consideration. Para Roman 1 Job design. At the time of preparing the organization structure, it must be specified very clearly what activities have to be performed in a particular job and what things each individual has to do while performing the job. This is called job designing. Para Roman 2 Departmentalization. After designing of jobs, similar jobs can be placed under same department. Departmentalization can be done either on the basis of functions or on the basis of product produced. Para Roman 3 Span of control. After departmentalization, it is required to define how many subordinates can effectively managed by one manager or how many subordinates are under one superior. Para. Roman 4. Delegation of authority. Authority must be delegated to the persons who have been entrusted with the responsibility of doing jobs. There should be clear definition of authority and responsibility associated with each job. Every person should be clear in his mind as to whom he is accountable or answerable for the performance of his job. Para. 5.3.5 Types or forms of organization structure. Different business enterprises have separate organizational structure. Following are the main types of organizational structure. Roman 1. Functional organization. Roman 2. Divisional organization. Roman 3. Line organization. And Roman 4. Line and staff organization. Page number 113. All of these forms of organization structure fall under formal organization, and the first two types of organization structure, that is functional structure and divisional structure, are only included in our syllabus. Para. 5.3.5.1.1 Functional organization structure. Para. Functional organization structure refers to the division of the whole enterprise according to the major functions or activities to be performed by the enterprise. Para. This is the most simplest and prevalent form of organization structure. Under this organization structure, all the functions of similar in nature are come to a particular unit which is called department. For example, the functions of a manufacturing concern can be divided into production department, marketing department, financial department, and personnel department. Again, sub-departments can be established in each department. For example, in case of marketing department, sub-departments of sales, advertisement, customer service, and market research can be established. The managers of these sub-departments are answerable to the head of the department, and the head of the department is answerable to the general manager. Para. The organizational structure on the basis of functions is shown in the following diagram. Organizational structure. Under organizational structure are general manager. Under general manager are production department, marketing department, finance department, and personnel department. Under marketing department are sales department, advertising department, customer service department, market research department. Para. Suitability. The functional organization structure is suitable in the situations given below. Roman 1. If the size of the business operation is very large and has various activities. Roman 2. If the operation of the firm need high degree of specialization. Roman 3. If the organization is producing one or single line product. Roman 4. If decentralization of authority is needed within the organization. Para. 5.3.5.1.2 Advantages of functional organization structure. The following are the advantages of functional organization structure. Under advantages of functional organization structure are Roman 1. Benefits of specialization. Roman 2. Increasing managerial efficiency. Roman 3. Minimal duplication of efforts. Roman 4. Facilitates training. Roman 5. Equal weightage to all functions. And Roman 6. Better coordination and control. Page number 114. Roman 1. Benefits of specialization. Under functional organization structure, employees have to do similar tasks within a department regularly. Thus, it improves the performance of the employees, which leads to specialize them in a particular field of activity. This specialization enhances employees' efficiency. Para. Roman 2. Increasing managerial efficiency. Managers of one department are performing same type of function again and again, which makes them specialize in their field of activity and improves their efficiency. Para. Roman 3. Minimal duplication of efforts. In this type of organization, unnecessary duplication of effort is eliminated. For example, the function of sales is only carried out by the sales department. Thus, functional organization structure makes it possible to utilize the human and other resources effectively, which leads to economics of scale. Para. Roman 4 facilitates training. In case of functional organization structure, it is very easy to train the employees since focus is given only on a limited range of skills. For example, employees of production department are given training of production techniques only. Para. Roman 5 equal weightage to all functions. Functional organization structure gives equal weightage to all business functions as all functions are organized separately. Para. Roman 6 better coordination and control. It promotes better coordination and control in a department as similar activities are performed in the department. Para. 5.3.5.1.3 Disadvantages of functional organization structure. Functional organization structure has certain disadvantages which are as follows. Roman 1 ignorance of organizational objectives. Roman 2 difficulty in interdepartmental coordination. Roman 3 conflict of interest, and Roman 4 inflexibility. Para. Roman 1 ignorance of organizational objectives. Under functional organization structure, each department head always gives more importance to their department objectives. Hence, overall organizational objectives may suffer. For example, to establish a good image within the organization, the production department may produce high quality product ignoring the fact that market trend favors accepting medium quality product with moderate price. Para. Roman 2 difficulty in interdepartmental coordination. All departmental heads may work for their own departments as per their own wish. No doubt this facilitates coordination within the department, but it makes interdepartmental coordination difficult. Page number 115. Roman 3 conflict of interest. Every departmental heads want to become a functional empire. To satisfy their ego, everyone demands maximum resources for their own department. This situation leads to conflict among the various departmental heads. Para. Roman 4 inflexibility. In case of functional organization, employees get training for one function only, that is about the functioning of the department which they belong. This will lead to specialize only in a small part of the whole job, so they cannot shift to other departments. Continuation of page number 115. 5.3.5.2.1 Divisional organization structure. Divisional organization structure means division of the whole enterprise according to the major products to be manufactured by it. Para. If in a business enterprise where many types of goods are manufactured, departmentalization is done on the basis of product instead of function. These are done to provide equal attention for production of all the products. If it is not so, then there may provide more attention on the production of few products, while some other products will get only a little attention. Consequently, some products will be sold in greater number, while the others will find little market. To avoid such a situation, the whole enterprise is divided in various divisions on the basis of product produced. The head of each division looks after all the functions connected with that particular product, that is, purchase, sale, advertisement, production, finance, etc. For example, Century Textiles and Industrial Limited has 3 product divisions: textile, cement, and paper. Similarly, when an organization provides services throughout the country, it opts for divisional structure based on geographical areas. For example, most of the banks and insurance companies have this type of divisional structure. So it is to be noted that divisional structure is also found in the service sectors. Para. The process of divisional organization structure has been made clear in the following diagram. Para. Divisional organization structure. The head of the divisional organization structure is the general manager. Under general manager are metal products division, plastic product division. Under metal product division are product department, marketing department, finance department and personnel department. Under plastic production division are production department, marketing department, finance department and personnel department. Para. Suitability of divisional organization structure. The divisional organization structure is suitable in the following situation. Para. Roman 1. If the number of products produced in a business enterprise is more than one that is producing multi-product. Para. Roman 2. Organization which require product specialization, that is different manufacturing technologies and marketing methods are required for production of different types of product. Page number 116. Roman 3. Growing companies which plan to add more line of products in future. Roman 4. A service sector providing multi-service. Multi-service হবে না, multiple service. Para. 5.3.5.2.2 Advantages of divisional organization structure. The following are the advantages of divisional organization structure. Under advantage of divisional organization structure are Roman 1. Quick decision making. Roman 2. Facilitates expansion. Roman 3. Easy assessment of divisional result. Roman 4. Development of divisional heads. And Roman 5. Personalized attention to users. Para. Roman 1. Quick decision making. Under divisional organization structure, every division is independent in its working. Therefore, the divisional manager can take any decision regarding his division independently without consulting other divisional managers. Hence, decisions taken by divisional manager are quick and effective. Para. Roman 2. Facilitates expansion. Under divisional structure, a separate division is opened for every line of product or service. So, if an organization wants to introduce a new line of product, it can be introduced easily without disturbing the existing divisions. Para. Roman 3. Easy assessment of divisional result. As all the activities of each division are carried out independently, hence the divisional result within bracket profit or loss bracket closed can be assessed easily. On the basis of getting quick divisional result, an unprofitable division may be closed. Para. Roman 4. Development of divisional heads. The head of each division looks after all the functions connected with his divisional product, that is purchase, sale, advertisement, production, finance, etc. It helps in the development of varied skills of a divisional head. Para. Roman 5. Personalized attention to users. Users of different products or services may get personalized attention from the division as everyone relating to that division focuses on a single product or services or closely related products or services. Para. 5.3.5.2.3 Disadvantage of divisional organization structure. The following are the main disadvantages of divisional organization structure. Roman 1. Costly affairs. Roman 2. Interdivisional conflict. And Roman 3. Ignorance of organizational interest. Page number 117. Roman 1. Costly affairs. Under divisional organization structure, similar types of activities performed in all divisions. It gives rise to duplication of efforts among divisions. Hence, resources are misused and cost of operation is unnecessarily increased. Para. Roman 2. Interdivisional conflicts. Divisional structure leads to conflict among different divisions on the issue of allocation of organizational resources because each division tries to grab as much resources as possible. Even sometimes they tries to display better performance at the cost of other divisions. Para. Roman 3. Ignorance of organizational interest. Since every divisional heads have full autonomy to supervise all the activities within their respective divisions, they focus on the goals of their own divisions alone, ignoring anything else, even they may ignore the overall organizational interest. Para. 5.3.5.3 Difference between functional organization structure and divisional organization structure. Para. Basis of difference. Column 1, Column 2, Functional Organization Structure, Column 3, Divisional Organization Structure. Column 1, Roman 1, Formation. Column 2, Formation is based on functions. Column 3, Formation is based on product line or service offered. Para. Roman 2, Specialization. Column 2, Functional Specialization. Column 3, Product or Service Specialization. Para. Roman 3, Cost. Column 2, Functions are not duplicated, hence economical. Column 3, Duplication of efforts among various divisions, hence costly. Para. Roman 4, Responsibility. Column 2, Difficult to fix responsibility on a particular department, within bracket, no department will take accountability for adverse result, bracket closed. Column 3, Easy to fix divisional responsibilities, within bracket, divisional manager cannot shirk responsibility for adverse result, bracket closed. Para. Roman 5, Managerial Department. Departmental manager is specialized in doing only one kind of job, so limited development take place. Column 3, Divisional manager is versatile as he looks after many varied jobs, so immense development is possible. Para. Roman 6, Autonomy. Column 2, there is functional interdependence, so there is no autonomy. Column 3, there is high autonomy. Para. Roman 7, Coordination. Column 2, coordination is difficult for a multi-product or multi-service organization. Column 3, coordination is easy as all functions related to a product or service are put together. Para. Roman 8, Suitability. Column 2, it is suitable for an organization having single line product or services or closely related products or services. Column 3, it is suitable for an organization having multi-product or service of different in nature. Page number 118, 5.4, Formal and Informal Organization. On the basis of structuring, an organization has two aspects. Formal aspect, which is prescribed by the management, for example, reporting relationships, policies, procedures, communication channels, etc., and informal aspect, which emerges unofficially because of interaction of employees of an organization among themselves. The formal aspect is known as formal organization and informal aspect is known as informal organization. Para. একটা টেবিলের মাধ্যমে ফর্মাল অর্গানাইজেশন অ্যান্ড ইনফর্মাল অর্গানাইজেশন বোঝানো হয়েছে। ফর্মাল এদের মেইন হেড হচ্ছে জেনারেল ম্যানেজার। আন্ডার জেনারেল ম্যানেজার আর পারচেস ম্যানেজার, প্রোডাকশন ম্যানেজার অ্যান্ড ফাইন্যান্স ম্যানেজার। Under purchase manager are purchase executive and production supervisor. Under production manager is only production supervisor. Under finance manager is finance executive and also the general manager. Para. It is clear from the above diagram that in a formal organization, the general manager, purchase manager and purchase executive have a chain relationship and they have to conduct their respective duties within the limitations of this chain. Similarly, this chain shall operate in the production and finance department also. On the contrary, in an informal organization, purchase manager can have talk with production supervisor on the basis of his personal relation. Similarly, finance executives can place his problem before the general manager, and in this way informal organization may create among people with various job status within an organization. Para. We will now study them in detail. Para 5.4.1.1 Formal Organization. Formal organization is referred to the organization structure which is designed by the management to accomplish a particular task. Para. Formal organization means an organization in which the responsibility, authority, and mutual relationship among the employees working an enterprise are clearly defined. Para. According to Louis, Louis, A. Allen, Allen, within inverted comma, formal organization is a system of well-defined jobs, each bearing a definite measure of authority, responsibility, and accountability. Inverted comma closed. Para. According to Chester, Chester, Bernard, Bernard, within inverted comma, formal organization is a system of consciously coordinated activities of two or more persons toward a common objective. Inverted comma closed. Page number 119. 5.4.1.2 Features of formal organization. Formal organization has the following features. Roman 1. Deliberately created. Roman 2. Well-defined jobs. Roman 3. Management prescription. Roman 4. Job performance oriented. Roman 5. Coordinated effort. Roman 6. Defined interrelationship. Roman 7. Scalar chain of communication. Para. Roman 1. Deliberately created. Formal organization is deliberately created in order to achieve the organizational goals. Para. Roman 2. Well-defined jobs. Under formal organization, various jobs are created clearly defined, and the authority, responsibility, and accountability for job performance are also definite. Para. Roman 3. Management prescriptions. Formal organization works according to management prescriptions like policies, procedures, methods, rules, etc. Each employee is expected to behave according to these prescriptions. Para. Roman 4. Job performance oriented. Formal organization is job performance oriented. Personal feelings are ignored and strict discipline is observed. Para. Roman 5. Coordinated effort. The basis of formal organization is the division of work. It connects the efforts to different departments with each other. Thus, it helps in coordination of efforts of different departments. Para. Roman 6. Defined interrelationship. Formal organization clearly define mutual relationship. Everybody knows their authorities and responsibilities. This also clearly shows who will be report to whom. Para. Roman 7. Scalar chain of communication. Under formal organization, communication takes place through the scalar chain. Para. 5.4.1.3 Advantages of formal organization. Following are the advantages of formal organization. Roman 1. Clarity in authority, responsibility, and accountability. Roman 2. Unity of command. Roman 3. No duplication of work. Roman 5. Stability in organization. Roman 5. Roman 4. Fulfill organizational objectives, and Roman 5. Stability in organization. Page number 120. Roman 1. Clarity in authority, responsibility, and accountability. In formal organization, everyone clearly knows his authority, responsibility, and accountability, within bracket answerability bracket closed and works accordingly. Hence, conflict is unlikely to emerge. Para. Roman 2. Unity of command. It is possible to observe the principle of unity of command in the view of the presence of scalar chain of authority. Para. Roman 3. No duplication of work. In formal organization, everything moves in an orderly manner. Role of each and every member is clearly defined. Therefore, everyone is very clear about his duties towards the organization, which leads to avoid confusion and duplication of work. Para. Roman 4. Fulfill organizational objectives. It helps in achieving the objectives of the organization by providing a framework regarding operation to be performed and by ensuring that each employee knows clearly about his job and performs accordingly. Para. Roman 5. Stability in organization. In formal organization, all the people work by observing rules and remain confined within the domain of their authority. This leads to establishment of good relationship, which in turn leads to stability to the organization. Para. 5.4.1.4 Disadvantages of formal organization. The disadvantages of formal organization are as follows. Roman 1. Delay in work. Roman 2. Delay in communication. Roman 3. Job dissatisfaction. And Roman 4. Emphasis on work only. Para. Roman 1. Delay in work. Under formal organization, every activity is bounded by strict rules and regulations which cause unnecessary delay in the completion of work. Para. Roman 2. Delay in communication. In formal organization, every matter of communication is passed step by step through formal communication channels only. Thus, it creates a delay in communication. Para. Roman 3. Job dissatisfaction. It may not provide adequate recognition to creative talent since it does not allow any deviations from the rigidity and laid down in the policies. Thus, sometimes job dissatisfaction may arise among the employees. Para. Roman 4. Emphasis on work only. Formal organization gives importance on work only. It ignores interpersonal relationship among the employees. Para. 5.4.2.1 Informal organization. An informal organization is that organization which is not established deliberately but comes into existence because of common interest, preference, religion, communal relation, etc. Para. Informal organization is the pattern of social interactions of people at workplace which is not prescribed formally. Page number 121. According to Keith, Keith Davis, Davis, within inverted comma, informal organization is a network of personal and social relations not established or required by the formal organization but arising spontaneously as people associate with one another. Inverted comma closed. Para. According to Chester, Chester, Barnard, Barnard, within inverted comma, an informal organization is an aggregate of interpersonal relationships without any conscious purpose but which may contribute to joint results. Inverted comma closed. Para. 5.4.2.2 Features of informal organization. Para. Informal organization has following features. Roman 1. Unofficial and formal organization based. Roman 2. Own norms of behaviors. Roman 3. Voluntary participation. Roman 4. No definite structure. Roman 5. Not deliberately created. Roman 6. Personal affairs. Roman 7. Lack of stability. Para. Roman 1. Unofficial and formal organization based. Informal organization is unofficial and emerges from formal organization to overcome those limitations which put constraints on social relationship at the workplace. Para. Roman 2. Own norms of behaviors. In this organization, there is no written rules and procedures to govern interrelationship, but there are group norms which have to be observed by the members. Para. Roman 3. Voluntary participation. Participation in an informal organization is voluntary. Similarly, a person may become member of several informal organizations at the same time. Para. Roman 4. No definite structure. Roman 4. No definite structure. There is no definite structure prescribed for the interaction patterns of members. Therefore, some of the members of an informal organization may be too close, but others may not have such a close relationship. Para. Roman 5. Not deliberately created. Informal organization is not created deliberately. It emerges out of mutual relationship, trust and preference. Para. Roman 6. Personal affairs. It is intensively personal affair, which means that under this the feelings of individuals kept in mind and nothing is imposed upon them. Para. Roman 7. Lack of stability. There is a lack of stability in that type of organization. Let an individual attached with one group of people today, but can cross over to another group tomorrow. Not only this, but also an individual can be a member of more than one group at a time. Para. 5.4.2.3 Advantage of informal organization. Following are the advantages of informal organization. Page number 122. Roman 1. Fast communication. Roman 2. Fast work performance. Roman 3. Real feedback. And Roman 4. Social satisfaction. Para. Roman 1. Fast communication. Informal organization does not allow scalar chain, that is, here usual lines of formal communication are overlooked, so there can be faster spread of communication. Para. Roman 2. Fast work performance. Informal organization interact continuously with formal organization in the matter of work performance. This results in overcoming some constraints put by formal organization in performing a job quickly. For example, to follow the shortcut procedure for doing a particular work instead of following the lengthy procedure prescribed for this. Para. Roman 3. Real feedback. Managers may get real feedback about what is actually happening in the enterprise through informal organization, as employees do not like to use formal channels of communication to communicate those facts which are contrary to formal prescription. Para. Roman 4. Social satisfaction. It leads to satisfaction of social needs of the people at the workplace, as people having similarity of thoughts and ideas from a group of their own. All the people in the group stand by one another in all the organizational and personal matters. Para. 5.4.2.4 Disadvantages of informal organization. Para. The following are the disadvantages of informal organization. Roman 1. Against organizational norms. Roman 2. Resistance to changes. Roman 3. Create rumors. Roman 4. Organizational politics. And Roman 5. No possibility of specialization. Para. Roman 1. Against organizational norms. Informal organization may work against organizational norms. People of informal group may have pressure to follow group norms. Sometimes people of informal group lose sight of their objective and all decide to oppose their superiors strictly. In such a situation, productivity affects adversely. Page number 123, Roman 2. Resistance to changes. It is very difficult to bring changes in the organization if the informal organization oppose them. Such resistance may restrict growth of the organization. Para. Roman 3 creates rumors. If persons in an informal organization talk carelessly, there is a generation of rumors which may not be based on facts but based on the personal interests of some members. Sometimes rumor within bracket a wrong thing is conveyed to the other person bracket closed may bring horrible results. Para. Roman 4 organizational politics. It leads to generation of organizational politics to get power informally. This phenomenon creates unnecessary power disequilibrium in the organization. Para. Roman 5 no possibility of specialization. As informal organization is not based on division of work, so there is no chances of specialization. Continuation of page number 123, 5.4.3 Difference between formal organization and informal organization. Para. Column 1 Basis of difference. Column 2 Formal organization. Column 3 Informal organization. Column 1 Roman 1 Origin. Roman 2 Column 2 Arises as a result of the rules and policies within the enterprise. Column 3 arises as a result of social interaction among employees within the enterprise. Para. Roman 2 Purpose. Column 2 To achieve planned organizational goals. Column 3 To satisfy goal and personal need and fulfill common interest. Para. Roman 3 Leadership or sources of authority. Column 2 Managers are leaders. The authority is delegated to them officially. Column 3 Leaders may or may not be managers. They are chosen by group members, that is, their authority is delegated by members. Para. Roman 4 Flow of communication. Column 2 Communication takes place through the within single inverted comma scalar chain, single inverted comma closed. Column 3 Flow of communication is not through a planned route. It can take place in any direction. Para. Roman 5 Nature. Column 2 It is rigid and stable. Column 3 It is flexible and unstable. Para. Roman 6 Behavior. Column 2 It is directed by rules. Column 3 There is no set behavior pattern. Para. Roman 7 Adherence to rules. Column 2 Violation of rules may lead to penalties and punishment. Column 3 There is no such penalties and punishment. Para. Roman 8 Structure. Column 2 Under formal organization there is a well-defined organization structure with scalar chain. Column 3 There is no well-defined organization structure with scalar chain. Para. 5.5.1 Meaning of delegation of authority. In every organization, managers are assigned a lot of work, but it is impossible for a manager to perform himself all the work. So he divides the work for which he is responsible to his subordinates according to their qualification and ability. That is, he deliberately passes his responsibility to his subordinates. After that, he entrusted some of his authority within bracket power to take decision bracket closed to his subordinates so that the work can be performed successfully by the subordinates. The manager also creates accountability of his subordinates to him to make sure that they perform all the work efficiently and effectively. All of these is together known as delegation of authority. Page number 124. Thus, delegation of authority refers to the process of entrusting responsibility and authority and creating accountability of the person to whom responsibility and authority have been handed over. Para. According to Theo, Theo, Hayman, Haimann, within inverted comma, delegation of authority merely means the granting of authority to subordinates to operate within prescribed limits, inverted comma closed. Para. According to F. G. Moore, Moore, within inverted comma, delegation of authority means assigning work to others and giving them authority to do it. Inverted comma closed. Para. 5.5.2 Nature of delegation of authority. The definitions of delegation of authority reveals the following characteristics of it. Para. Roman 1. Delegation of authority involves downward transfer of authority from a superior to a subordinate. Para. Roman 2. Delegation of authority is based on the principle of division of work. Managers divide their entrusted work to their subordinates. Para. Roman 3. Delegation involves sharing of responsibility and authority. A manager does not pass on his entire responsibility and authority to his subordinates. Para. Roman 4. Delegation is always done within certain limit. At the time of delegation of authority, the managers define the limits within which subordinates can exercise their authority. Para. Roman 5. Delegation of authority does not imply reduction of responsibility and authority. After delegating the authority, a manager remains responsible for the work which he has assigned to his subordinates. Any time he can take back or reduce the delegated authority. Para. Roman 6. In delegation of authority, a manager creates accountability of his subordinates to him to ensure that the subordinates are using their authority in proper way. Para. 5.5.3 Elements of delegation of authority. Steps in the process of delegation of authority. Para. The process of delegation of authority comprises the following elements or steps. Roman 1. Assigning of responsibility within bracket duties or work bracket closed to the subordinate for performing it. Roman 2. Granting authority to make use of resources and take necessary decision for carrying out responsibility. And Roman 3. Creation of accountability on the part of the subordinate to report to the superior. Para. The elements of delegation of authority are discussed below. Roman 1. Responsibility. Responsibility is the obligation of a subordinate to perform properly the assigned duty. When a superior assigns a job to his subordinate, it becomes the responsibility of the subordinate to complete that job. Responsibility arises because the superior assigns activities to his subordinates as he is not in a position to carry out all the activities assigned to him. Thus, to assign a job or activity can be called assigned responsibility, and delegation of authority begins with assigning of responsibility. Page number 125. Features of responsibility. The following are the features of responsibility. Roman 1. Responsibility can be assigned to some other person. Roman 2. The essence of responsibility is to be dutiful. That is, it is the obligation of every subordinate to perform the assigned responsibility within bracket duty bracket closed. Roman 3. Responsibility always flows upward. Para. Roman 2. Authority. Authority means power to take decisions. Decision can be related to the use of resources, to do or not to do something. To carry on the responsibilities, every person needs to have some authority. That is why the manager grants to his subordinates some of the authority along with entrusting responsibilities. The limits of granting authority is to the extent of entrusting responsibility. Thus, granting authority is the second step in the process of delegation of authority. Para. Features of authority. The following are the features of authority. Roman 1. Authority can be delegated or granted to some other person. Roman 2. It is related to post or job position, that is, with a change in post even authority changes. Roman 3. It makes possible to take decisions about entrusting responsibility. Roman 4. Authority flows downward. Roman 5. Authority must be equal to responsibility. And Roman 6. Authority is the key to every job because a post without any authority cannot be possible. Para. Difference between authority and responsibility. Column 1 basis of difference, column 2 authority, column 3 responsibility. Para. Roman 1 meaning, column 2 power to take decision, column 3 obligation to perform a task. Para. Roman 2 flow of direction, column 2 authority moves from top to bottom, that is downward flow. Column 3 responsibility moves from bottom to top, that is upward flow. Para. Roman 3 origin. Column 2 authority arises because of a formal position in the organization, that is who is given the authority has right to command the subordinate. Column 3 responsibility originates from a superior subordinate relationship. The subordinate is accountable to his superior for the performance of duties assigned. Para. Roman 4 delegation. Column 2 it can be delegated to the subordinates. Column 3 it can be delegated partially. Para. Roman 3 accountability. Accountability means answerability of a subordinate to his superior for his work performance. The subordinate is held accountable to his superior. Accountability is created by the superior to make sure that the subordinates perform their entrusted responsibilities efficiently and effectively. Accountability is not delegated. It only creates by the superior for his subordinates. The process of delegation of authority is incomplete unless accountability is created. Thus, creating accountability is the third and final step of delegation process. Para. Features of accountability. The following are the features of accountability. Roman 1. Accountability cannot be delegated to some other person. Roman 2. It flows from downward to upward, that is subordinate will be accountable to his superior. Page number 126. Roman 3. Accountability originates because of delegation of authority. Roman 4. It enforced through regular feedback on the extent of work accomplished. Roman 5. Accountability is always limited to the range of duties allotted to a subordinate. Para. Difference between responsibility and accountability. Column 1 basis of difference, column 2 responsibility, column 3 accountability. Roman 1 meaning, column 2 obligation to perform a job, column 3 answerability of a subordinate to his superior for his work performance. Para. Roman 2 origin. Column 2 responsibility originates from superior subordinate relationship. Column 3 it originates from delegation of authority. Para. Roman 3 delegation. Column 2 responsibility may be partially delegated. Column 3 accountability can never be delegated. Para. Difference between authority, responsibility and accountability. Column 1 basis of difference, column 2 authority, column 3 responsibility, column 4 accountability. Para. Roman 1 meaning, column 2 power to take decisions, column 3 obligation to perform a task, column 4 answerability of a subordinate to his superior for his work performance. Para. Roman 2 origin. Column 2 originates from formal position in the organization. Column 3 originates from superior subordinate relationship. Column 4 originates from delegation of authority. Para. Roman 3 flows of direction. Column 2 it always flows downward from superior to subordinates. Column 3 it always flows upward from subordinate to superior. Column 4 it always flows upward as subordinate is responsible to his superior. Para. Roman 4 delegation. Column 2 it can be delegated. Column 3 it can be delegated partially. Column 4 accountability can never be delegated. Para. 5.5.4 Importance of delegation of authority. Delegation is the key element of effective organizing. Delegation is the tool of getting things done by others by sharing the authority with them. If the workload of a manager is more than his capacity, he tries to sustain his capacity through delegation of authority to his subordinate. In this way, the manager will be able to concentrate on important functions and delegates the routine functions to his subordinates. This would increase his capacity to work for the enterprise. Para. The importance of delegation of authority is clarified through the following facts. Page number 127. Importance of delegation of authority. Under this are Roman 1. Effective management. Roman 2. Quick and effective decision making. Roman 3. Employees development. Roman 4. Motivation of employees. Roman 5. Facilitates growth. Roman 6. Better coordination. Roman 7. Basis of management hierarchy. And Roman 8. Facilitates specialization. Para. Roman 1. Effective management. Effectiveness means successful accomplishment of an objectives. Effective management emerges when managers at a particular level perform those activities for which they have relevant perspectives. But it is possible only when they concentrate on core areas within bracket like planning, decision making, control, bracket closed, by transferring the routine tasks to his subordinates through delegation of authority. Delegation also enables the managers to concentrate more on diversification and expansion of organizational activities. Thus, the manager who delegates authority can achieve better result than one who does not. Para. Roman 2. Quick and effective decision making. In the process of delegation of authority, when the authority is delegated, the lower level employees can take decisions concerning the routine matters without consulting senior executives. This is not only effective for quick decision making but also effective decision making, as the subordinates are better in touch with local conditions and can take more practicable decisions within the policy framework laid down by the top management. Para. Roman 3. Employees development. Delegation gives the opportunity to employees to use their talent in job performance and to learn decision making and leadership skills, because personnel at lower level are required to handle various situations and solve problems arising out of those situations. Today, forward-looking organizations are practicing employee endowment, a comparatively new concept which enables employees to set their own work goals, make decisions and solve problems within their sphere of authority and responsibility. All of these help them to acquire competence and experience for taking higher responsibilities in course of time. In this way, delegation of authority is a means of developing future managers. Para. Roman 4. Motivation of employees. Delegation provides a feeling of status and recognition to employees as they enjoy liberty of doing work and making decisions to the extent of their authority entrusted. It enhances self-esteem and confidence of employees at large. All of these treated as non-financial motivator, through which they are highly motivated and inspired to make full use of their skills for better performance. Para. Roman 5. Facilitates growth. Delegation of authority at all levels facilitates expansion and growth of the organization. Delegation of authority prepares executives for the future. This enables the organization to face future challenges effectively. Thus, the organization can take the decisions of expansion, modernization, and diversification with full confidence. Para. Roman 6. Better coordination. Delegation brings better coordination among various activities within the organization because of clarity of responsibility, authority, and accountability. Through this, the employees get clarification with regard to their duties, power, and accountability for work performance. Page number 128. It also helps managers to understand the requirements of subordinates properly which automatically emphasizes better coordination. The main advantage of better coordination is that there is neither duplication nor overlapping of work take place. Para. Roman 7. Basis of management hierarchy. Management hierarchy is inevitable to run a business organization successfully. An organization has hierarchy of managers and they are grouped into three broad levels: top, middle and lower. This hierarchy is established through delegation of authority, in which responsibility, authority and accountability of every manager at every level are specified. Under this, authority flows from top level to the bottom level. As a result, superior subordinate links are established from top to bottom. Para. Roman 8. Facilitate specialization. Through delegation, a manager can assign jobs or duties to his subordinates according to their abilities and experience. Delegation leads to division of work, which results in better utilization of resources within bracket human or physical bracket closed. Thus, specialization takes place through delegation, which improves competitive strength of the organization. Para. 5.6 Decentralization. The concept of centralization and decentralization are related to delegation of authority and represents the pattern of distribution of authority among managers at different levels. Para. An organization is said to be centralized when top management retains absolute authority for making almost all decisions on the functioning of the organization, and very little authority is delegated to managers at middle and lower levels. Decentralization is just opposite concept of centralization. Decentralization refers to the situation which exists as a result of the systematic delegation of authority throughout the organization. Para. 5.6.1 Meaning. Decentralization of authority means systematic dispersal of authority in all departments and at all levels of management in order to take decisions at the respective levels. Para. In case of decentralization, the authority is delegated to middle and lower level managers to take decisions relating to their respective areas of work. The top level managers retain authority for taking major decisions, formulating overall policies of the organization, maintain overall coordination and control within the organization. Para. In this regard, it is mentioned that both decentralization and delegation of authority are almost similar, which leads to confusion about their meaning. The difference between two can be understood with the help of an example. Let us assume that the marketing manager is authorized to decide the quality and prices of products, channels of distribution, advertising methods, and organizing sales campaigns. There is no interference of the top management in this regard, then it will be termed as delegation of authority. On the contrary, if similar type of authority is delegated to every departmental heads, then it will be termed as decentralization. If the departmental heads further delegate this authority to their deputy managers, it will lead to the expansion of decentralization. Para. According to Keith, Keith, Davis, Davis, within inverted comma, decentralization is wide distribution of authority and responsibility to the smallest unit, that is practical throughout the organization, inverted comma closed. Para. According to Louis, Louis, A. Allen, Allen, within inverted comma, decentralization refers to the systematic effort to delegate to the lowest levels of authority, except that which can only be exercised at central points, inverted comma closed. Para. Thus, we may be said that decentralization is nothing but an expansion of delegation of authority. Page number 129. 5.6.2 Importance of decentralization. Decentralization is the extension of delegation of authority. In delegation, we multiply the authority by 2, but in decentralization, the authority is multiplied by many because systematic delegation taking place at every level. Para. Decentralization is required when an organization expands and the top management cannot manage it themselves. In the present era of liberalization and globalization, there is a need arises to take quick decisions, which is possible only through decentralization. So, there are several importance of decentralization which are discussed below. Importance of decentralization. Under this are Roman 1. Reduction of workload of top management. Roman 2. Develops initiative among subordinates. Roman 3. Develops managerial talent for future. Roman 4. Quick decision making. Roman 5. Facilitates growth. Roman 6. Effective control. Roman 7. Better coordination. And Roman 8. Motivation of subordinates. Para. Roman 1. Reduction of workload of top management. In the process of decentralization, managers at top level systematically pass the routine day-to-day responsibilities and authority therein at different levels of management. Therefore, top management are not overburdened and become free to concentrate on core and important issues. Para. Roman 2. Develops initiative among subordinates. Decentralization helps the managers at the lower levels to take all the decisions for the betterment of organization. As a result, their creativity tends to be high and new ideas emerge which helps in enhancing confidence and self-reliance among the employees. Thus, decentralization develops initiative among subordinates as they have freedom of working in their own areas. Para. Roman 3. Develops managerial talent for future. Decentralization provides a chance to the lower level managers to prove their abilities by handling various assignments independently. They are given the opportunities to take decisions independently, which increases their knowledge and experience. This helps to develop the talent of the managers to bear extra responsibility in the future. Para. Roman 4. Quick decision making. Decentralization leads to quick decision making because every manager has authority to take decision his own area of operation. In the absence of this authority, the manager has to refer every matter upward for decision making, which is quite time consuming. Quick decision making is quite relevant to facing challenges in dynamic business environment. Para. Roman 5. Facilitates growth. Decentralization facilitates growth in the organization by ensuring better utilization of its resources. Every department enjoys considerable autonomy in its working. Therefore, every department focuses its attention on achieving final outcomes. When all the departments become functioning in this spirit, productivity and profit increases, that is, the organization moves towards growth. Page number 130, Roman 6, Effective Control. Under decentralization, it is easy to establish standards for the measurement of performance at the divisional level. So, actual results can be compared with standards more quickly and prompt decisions can be taken to correct the shortcoming in performance. This will lead to effective control. Para. Roman 7. Better coordination. In case of decentralization, authority of each manager and each department is defined and delegated properly. Coordination within each division is the responsibility of the respective divisional managers who are granted sufficient autonomy. The top management can give sufficient attention to the coordination of the overall activities of different divisions. In this way, decentralization facilitates better coordination among superiors and subordinates as well as among different departments. Para. Roman 8. Motivation of subordinates. Decentralization gives managers at the lower level a sense of importance and recognition as they can take decisions without seeking approval from the higher level. It is also faster. It also foster team spirit and group cohesiveness among the subordinates. In this way, decentralization helps to improve job satisfaction and morale of lower level management by satisfying their psychological needs within bracket independence, participation, status, etc. bracket closed. Para 5.6.3 Difference between delegation and decentralization. Para column 1 Basis of difference, column 2 Delegation, column 3 Decentralization. Para number 1 Nature, column 2 Delegation is a compulsory act because no individual can perform all tasks alone. A manager can pass on routine work to his subordinates. Column 3 Decentralization is an optional policy decision. It is done at the discretion of the top management. Para number 2 Purpose, column 2 To reduce the burden of the manager so that he can concentrate on the policy matters and decision making. Column 3 To increase the role of the subordinates in the organization by giving them more autonomy. Para number 3 Scope, column 2 Delegation is confined to a superior and his immediate subordinates, thus it has narrow scope. Column 3 It has wide scope as it implies extension of delegation to the lowest level of management. Para number 4 Freedom of action. Column 2 In the process of delegation after passing the authority and the responsibilities to the subordinates, also there is constant and continuous supervision by the managers to keep a check how their subordinates are performing their jobs, hence less freedom to take decisions. Column 3 The divisional managers enjoy sufficient freedom of action in case of decentralization because once the authority is distributed systematically, there will be periodic appraisal and not continuous supervision. Para number 5 Relationship established. Column 2 Delegation reinforces superior subordinate relationship. Column 3 Decentralization is a step towards creation of semi-autonomous units, so it is not based on superior subordinate relationship. Page number 131. Number 6 Withdrawal of authority. Authority delegated to a subordinate can be taken back and redelegated to another person. Column 3 In a decentralized organization, there cannot be withdrawal of authority. Para number 7 Effectiveness. It can be effective in all organizations. Column 3 It can be effective in big organizations. Para 5.6.4 Difference between centralization and decentralization. Para basis of difference. Column 2 Centralization, column 3 Decentralization. Para column 1 number 1 Meaning. Column 2 Centralization refers to concentration of power or authority at top level only. Column 3 Decentralization refers to distribution of power or authority at every level of management. Para number 2 Authority at different levels. Column 2 Top management retains maximum authority. The authority with middle and lower level management is very low. Column 3 The authority is systematically divided at every level. Para number 3 Freedom of actions. Column 2 Managers except top level have less freedom of actions. Column 3 Managers at every level have more freedom of actions. Para number 4 Suitable. Column 2 It is suitable for small scale and small size organizations. Column 3 It is suitable for large scale organizations. Continuation of page number 131. Very short answer type questions, 1 mark each. Para number 1 What is organizing? Answer Organizing is a process of defining and grouping activities and establishing authority relationship among them. Para number 2 What is the aim of an organization? Answer. The aim of an organization is to enable people to relate to each other and to work together for common purpose. Para. Number 3. Within inverted comma, identifying and grouping activities, inverted comma closed, is a step in the process of which functions of management, or within inverted comma, identifying and dividing the work, inverted comma closed, is the first step in the process of one of the functions of management. Identify the function. Answer. Organizing function of management. Page number 132. Number 4. Which function of management manages various resources for accomplishment of objectives? Or name the function of management which coordinates the physical, financial, and human resources and establishes productive relations among them for the achievement of specific goals. Answer. Organizing function of management. Para. Number 5. Grouping similar nature jobs into large units called departments is the second step in the process of one of the functions of management. Identify the function. Answer. Organizing function of management. Para. Number 6. State 2 points that highlight the importance of organizing. Answer. Roman 1. It leads to systematic allocation of jobs which results in specialization. Roman 2. It leads to optimum utilization of resources. Para. Number 7. How does organizing lead to specialization? Answer. Organizing leads to systematic allocation of work amongst the workforce. Repetitive performance of a particular task allows a worker to gain experience in that area and hence leads to specialization. Para. Number 8. Give any two objectives of organizing. Answer. Roman 1. Coordinates human efforts. Roman 2. Assembles resources. Para. Number 9. How you would say organizing establishes clarity in working relations. Answer. The establishment of working relationship clarifies lines of communication and specifies who is to report to whom. In this way, organizing establishes clarity in working relations. Para. Number 10. Within inverted comma, the process of organizing allows a business enterprise to accommodate changes, inverted comma closed. Do you agree? Answer. Yes. It allows the organization structure to suitably modify and adapt to changes. Para. Number 11. How organizing helps in growth and diversification of an enterprise. Answer. Organizing helps in the growth and diversification of an enterprise by enabling it to deviate from existing norms and taking up new challenges. Para. Number 12. Name the process of grouping the activities of similar nature. Answer. Departmentalization. Para. Number 13. Which is the last step in the process of organizing? Answer. Establishing reporting relationships. Para. Number 14. On what basis can departmentalization be done? Answer. It can be done on the basis of functions, products, geographical territory, etc. Para. Number 15. Define organization structure. Answer. It can be defined as the framework within which managerial and operating tasks are performed. Para. Number 16. Which type of relationship is shown by the organization structure? Answer. It specifies the relationship between people, work, and resources. Para. Number 17. Why proper organization structure is important? Page number 133. Answer. It is important for smooth flow of communication and better control over the operations of a business enterprise. Para. Number 18. What are the types of organization structure? Answer. Roman 1. Functional structure. Roman 2. Divisional structure. Para. Number 19. Which term denotes, within inverted comma, The number of subordinates that can be effectively managed by a superior. Inverted comma closed. Answer: span of management. Para. Number 20. What determines the number of levels of management in the organization structure? Answer: span of management. Para. Number 21. Give any one feature of an ideal organization structure. Answer: ensures optimum utilization of resources and smooth achievement of organizational goals. Para. Number 22. Name two forms of organizational structures. Answer: Roman 1 functional structure, Roman 2 divisional structure. Para. Number 23. What do you mean by the term functional structure? Answer: a functional structure is an organizational design which is formed by grouping jobs on the basis of their similarity. Para. Number 24. Which organizational structure keeps the similar or related jobs together under one unit? Answer: functional structure. Para. Number 25. Which type of organizational structure is suitable for high degree of specialization? Answer: functional structure. Para. Number 26. Give any one advantage of functional structures. Answer: promotes control and coordination. Para. Number 27. RED Limited is manufacturing juices and has production, sales, purchase and marketing departments. Which type of organizational structure would you suggest to them? Answer: functional structure. Para. Number 28. Which type of organization structure is suitable for single product line firm? Answer: functional structure is suitable for single product line firm. Para. Number 29. Which type of structure suited more to the large organizations? Answer: divisional structure. Para. Number 30. What is the key feature of divisional structure? Answer: a key feature of divisional structures is that it comprises of separate business units or division. Para. Number 31. What type of organization structure is suitable for multi-product firm? Answer: divisional structure would be suitable for multi-product firm. Page number 134. Number 32. Give two merits of divisional structure. Answer: Roman 1 product specialization, Roman 2 growth and expansion. Para. Number 33. Which organization structure facilitates better growth and expansion? Answer: divisional structure facilitates better growth and expansion. Para. Number 34. State one disadvantage of divisional structure. Answer: it leads to generate conflicts among different divisions. Para. Number 35. Which organizational structure promotes better coordination? Answer: divisional structure. Para. Number 36. Where is the divisional structure most suitable? Answer: where a large variety of products are to be manufactured efficiently using a vast number of resources. Para. Number 37. Jeet Impex Limited is manufacturing chemicals, wooden furniture and shoes. Which type of organizational structure would suit the departments of such organization? Answer: divisional structure. Para. Number 38. Define formal organization. Answer: according to Louis, Louis, Allen, Allen, within inverted comma, formal organization is a system of well-defined jobs, each bearing a definite measure of authority, responsibility and accountability. Inverted comma closed. Para. Number 39. Name the type of organization in which official relationships exists among the managers. Answer: formal organization. Para. Number 40. Write any one feature of formal organization. Answer: deliberately designed by the top management. Para. Number 41. Why is it easy to fix responsibility in a formal organization? Answer: Because rules and responsibilities as well as interrelationships among different job positions are very clear. Para. Number 42. What is the nature of formal organization? Answer: rigid. Para. Number 43. Define informal organization. Answer: according to Keith, Keith, Davis, Davis, within inverted comma, informal organization is a network of personal and social relations not established or required by the formal organization but arising spontaneously as people associate with one another. Inverted comma closed. Para. Number 44. Write any one limitation of informal organization. Answer: resistance to change by its member may delay or restrict growth of formal organization. Para. Number 45. Which network of interaction facilitates emotional and mutual objectives to be fulfilled in an organization? Answer: informal organization. Para. Number 46. Name the type of organization which does not have predetermined objectives. Answer: informal organization. Page number 135. Number 47. Name the type of organization in which friendly relationships exist among the managers. Answer: informal organization. Para. Number 48. Differentiate between formal and informal organization on the basis of nature. Answer: formal organization is rigid in nature while informal organization is flexible. Para. Number 49. Identify the type of organization if Roman 1. It is deliberately created by the top management. Roman 2. It is unplanned and arises spontaneously. Answer: Roman 1. Formal organization. Roman 2. Informal organization. Para. Number 50. Define delegation of authority. Answer: according to Theo, Theo, Hayman, Haimann, within inverted comma, delegation of authority merely means the granting of authority to subordinates to operate within prescribed limits. Inverted comma closed. Para. Number 51. Name the process of granting authority to subordinates to operate within prescribed limits. Answer: delegation of authority. Para. Number 52. What is accountability? Answer: accountability implies being answerable for the final outcome of the assigned task by an individual. Para. Number 53. Name the concept which reduces the workload of manager. Answer: delegation of authority reduces the workload of a manager. Para. Number 54. What would be the impact on working of an organization if the responsibility is more than the authority? Answer: in such a situation, it would be difficult for an individual to perform the responsibilities. Para. Number 55. List two benefits of delegation of authority. Answer: Roman 1. Effective management. Roman 2. Motivation of employees. Para. Number 56. What are the elements of delegation of authority? Answer: Roman 1. Authority. Roman 2. Responsibility. Roman 3. Accountability. Para. Number 57. Which of the following is an ideal situation? Roman 1. Authority is equal to responsibility. Roman 2. Authority is greater than responsibility. Roman 3. Authority is smaller than responsibility. Answer: authority is equal to responsibility is the real situation in an organization. Para. Number 58. Name the term used for downward transfer of authority from a superior to subordinate. Answer: delegation of authority. Page number 136. Number 59. After delegating the authority, does a manager still remain accountable for the assigned task? Answer: yes, because delegation does not mean abdication of accountability. Para. Number 60. Name the term used for denoting, within single inverted comma, obligation of a subordinate to carry out assigned activities to the best of his abilities. Single inverted comma closed. Answer, responsibility. Para. Number 61. In which direction does responsibility flow? Answer, it flows upward from subordinates to superiors. Para. Number 62. What do you mean by decentralization? Answer, it refers to systematic efforts to delegate to the lower level all authorities except those which need to be exercised at central points only. Para. Number 63. Name the concept which means systematic reservation of authority at higher levels of management. Answer, centralization. Para. Number 64. Distinguish between delegation and decentralization of authority on the basis of freedom of action. Answer, delegation of authority provides less freedom to the subordinate as there is some control by the superior, whereas there is greater freedom of action in decentralization. Para. Number 65. Growing company should adopt which policy, centralized or decentralized? Answer, growing company should adopt decentralized policy. Para. Number 66. Name the concept which means dispersal of decision-making authority throughout all the levels of the organization. Answer, decentralization. Para. Multiple choice questions, 1 mark each. Para. Number 1. The term organization is not viewed as A. a function of management, B. as a structure of relationships, C. as a process, and D. entrepreneurship. Para. Number 2. Organizing process includes one of the following: A. grouping of activities, B. prescribed disciplinary action, C. determining objectives, and D. prescribing work schedule. Answer is A. grouping of activities. Para. Number 3. One of the following is not an importance of organizing: A. role clarity, B. performance appraisal, C. adaptation to change, and D. growth and expansion. Answer is B. performance appraisal. Page number 137. Number 4. Organization structure establishes relationships between A. organization and environment, B. people, work and resources, C. organization and society, and D. suppliers and customers. Answer is B. people, work and resources. Para. Number 5. Which of the following is not a step of the organizing process? A. division of activities, B. creation of jobs and departments, C. assignment of duties, and D. providing leadership. Answer is D. providing leadership. Para. Number 6. Span of management refers to A. number of managers, B. length of term for which a manager is appointed, C. number of subordinates under a superior, and D. number of members in top management. এটার কোনো আনসার দেওয়া নেই, প্লিজ আনসারটা একটু খুঁজে নিয়ে লিখে দেবেন। Para. Number 7. Grouping of activities on the basis of product lines is a part of A. delegated organization, B. divisional organization, C. functional organization, and D. autonomous organization. Answer is B. divisional organization. Para. Number 8. Grouping of activities on the basis of functions is a part of A. decentralized organization, B. divisional organization, C. functional organization, and D. centralized organization. Answer is C. functional organization. Para. Number 9. One of the following is an advantage of functional structure: A. responsibility for end results, B. flexibility, C. personalized attention, and D. easier employee learning. Answer is D. easier employee learning. Para. Number 10. Divisional structure leads to conflict in A. resource allocation, B. marketing management, C. Motivation, and D. Planning process. Answer is A. Resource allocation. Para number 11. A network of social relationship that arises spontaneous due to interaction at work is called A. Formal organization, B. Informal organization, C. Decentralization, and D. Delegation. Answer is B. Informal organization. Para number 12. The form of organization known for giving rise to rumors is called A. Centralized organization, B. Decentralized organization, C. Informal organization, and D. Formal organization. Answer is C. Informal organization. Para number 13. Which of the following does not follow the official channels of communication? A. Formal organization, B. Informal organization, C. Functional structure, and D. Divisional structure. Answer is B. Informal organization. Para number 14. In which respect does formal organization differ from informal organization? A. Production process, B. Structuring, C. Financial procedure, and D. Purchasing. Answer is B. Structuring. Para number 15. Which one of the following does not follow scalar chain? A. Informal organization, B. Functional structure, C. Formal organization, and D. Divisional structure. Answer is A. Informal organization. Page number 138. Number 16. For delegation to be effective, it is essential that responsibility be accompanied with necessary A. Authority, B. Manpower, C. Incentives, and D. Promotions. Answer is A. Authority. Para number 17. Which of the following is not an element of delegation of authority? A. Authority, B. Responsibility, C. Accountability, and D. Centralization. Answer is D. Centralization. Para number 18. Centralization refers to A. Retention of decision-making authority, B. Dispersal of decision-making authority, C. Creating divisions as profit centers, and D. Opening new centers or branches. Answer is A. Retention of decision-making authority. Para number 19. Degree of decentralization indicates A. Degree of authority delegation, B. Degree of responsibility, C. Degree of power delegation, and D. Degree of accountability. Para na answer hobe A. Degree of authority delegation. Para short answer type questions, 4 marks each. Para number 1. State the steps involved in the process of organizing. Number 2. Explain how. Roman 1. Adaptation to change. Roman 2. Effective administration make organizing important. Number 3. Explain. Roman 1. Benefits of specialization. Roman 2. Development of personnel as importance of organizing. Number 4. What is meant by organizing as a process? Explain any 3 points highlighting the importance of organizing. Number 5. What is formal organization? State the features of formal organization. Number 6. With the help of a suitable example, explain the meaning of informal organization. State the features of informal organization. Number 7. Differentiate formal organization and informal organization on the basis of Roman 1. Purpose, Roman 2. Relationships, Roman 3. Flow of communication. Number 8. State any 2 advantages and 2 limitations of formal organization. Number 9. Informal organization may become a disruptive force when it spreads rumors. In the light of this statement, briefly discuss any 2 limitations of informal organization. Number 10. Discuss in brief the advantages of informal organization. Number 11. Why is existence of within single inverted comma informal organization single inverted comma closed important? Give any 3 reasons. Number 12. What is functional structure? State some of its features. Page number 139. Number 13. What is divisional structure? State its features. Number 14. In functional structure, all functions are separated, resulting employees have little understanding or concern outside their functional area. In the light of above statement, state the disadvantage of functional structure. Number 15. A company comprised of competing divisions allows its top management to frame policies or sound strategic thinking on various aspects like allocation of resources, funds, etc. In the light of above statement, state the disadvantages of divisional structure. Number 16. What is meant by functional structure of an organization? Explain any two of its advantages and two limitations. Number 17. What is meant by divisional structure of an organization? Explain any two of its advantages and disadvantages. Number 18. Distinguish between functional structure and divisional structure on the basis of Roman 1. Formation, Roman 2. Cost, Roman 3. Specialization, and Roman 4. Coordination. Number 19. Why is it necessary to delegate authority? Give 3 reasons. Number 20. Authority and responsibility are 2 important elements of delegation of authority. Explain. Number 21. Distinguish between authority and responsibility. Number 22. Distinguish between authority, responsibility, and accountability. Number 23. Briefly explain the elements of delegation. Number 24. Distinguish between decentralization and delegation on the basis of nature, control, need, and responsibility. Number 25. Why is delegation considered essential for effective organizing? Number 26. What is meant by, within single inverted comma, decentralization of authority, single inverted comma closed? Explain any 3 points why is decentralization of authority is important. Number 27. How decentralization of authority is different from delegation of authority. Number 28. Distinguish between centralization and decentralization.